Hey guys, this is all streamed out, back with another episode of Farming Simulator 19, the Contractor. And we have our worker in the harvester, harvesting some sunflowers. And we will be checking back in with him regularly to see where everything is, make sure that he can keep working with a empty harvester or a harvester that is not full. And while we wait for him, we are going to look for something else to do here real quick. Let's go ahead and see how our animals are doing. Okay, we've got one box of eggs. We have, a full pallet. And 3/4 pallets. Okay. So right now we are going to hop in. There we go. It should be the favorite. And that door over there is open. So let's go ahead and just drive right out through there. We want to grab our pallet forks. Which should be right over here. Oh, that's on the blue. There we go. So let's run over and grab at least the full one. We might want to grab the other one as well. And actually, I think we'll leave the other one alone for now. Let's make sure that's going to be in there, and it is. The reason I go slow when I go in there is because I don't want to push that other pallet, because if it's pushed at all, if it's anywhere off from where it spawns, then it will no longer be able to be filled. So what we're going to do with the wool, let's see what the price is. So the price for wool is $913 for 1,000. Yeah, those are prices per 1,000, and each of the pallets of wool are 1,000 liters. So this right here is almost $1,000, but not quite. You know what? Let's start putting those in here. I think what we can do is we can put those. That was not quite where I wanted to go. We want to put those right back here. There we go. So let's move that down, and let's see what the issue is here. There we go, and we can then do that to push it all the way back. There we go. And let's make sure that that other pallet is not full yet. It is not. Okay. And I did not have a wheel weight, or I did not have any weight on the back of that. So luckily those pallets aren't that heavy. And let's park that right there for now. Okay, so he is 31% full. He's right around a third. So I am going to check on something real quick here. Check on the price of something, see if we can do it. If we can, we will. If we can't, then we can't. Okay, so we have a little shed here. It is $11,075 with all of the terraforming. And I'm going to see if I can't get that a little better here. It's 11.2. It's 11.1. Okay, let's... Wow. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's going to be $10,639. And let's go ahead and buy that. And that was the Open Shed 1, which is a mod. And let's go ahead and we're gonna drive this out there. And this is going to be for our animal stuff. So anything for the animals will be out here. And that's not too bad. So I think I placed that pretty good. You can drive all the way through. And that right there is the only thing I don't like, is just on that back. It looks like everything else, it looks like the, yeah, it looks like it's pretty level. So let's go ahead, we're going to start moving some of the animal stuff over. And the animal stuff would be the water tanker. So we're going to move that. If we can attach to it, there we go. And we're going to be doing more than just putting that stuff in there. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to switch that around. That's not going to be the animal shed. That's going to be for all of the grass cutting implements. So let's go ahead and park the water tanker back where it was. So now that I get a better look at it, it looks like the animal stuff would be a little bit better to put in there. Or like the grass stuff would be better. So let's start off with the baler. So I think this is going to be a little bit better for what I have in mind. And again, it's more looking to the future. That's going to create some space over in that other shed. There we go. And that space that we create over there is going to be used for bales of hay and straw and grass and silage and all that other good stuff. So this we can double up on. Okay, let's turn around. There we go. And that is nasty. We need to clean that up a little bit before we move on. That's what we need to clean, is our windrower. And once we get the money, this can be upgraded. There we go. Looks good. That's a lot cleaner. So let's take these and park them over in our new shed. Lower it and detach. That part of it is a little bit higher than the other side. There we go. So those are good. And we also need to bring, I think the only other thing that we're going to bring is going to be the bale trailer. So we're going to leave our forage wagon here. The reason that we're going to leave that there is because we do use that to feed the animals. So this will go right down the middle. And Helper G has a nearly full grain tank. He's at 80%. There we go. So there's all the grass implements. Everything that we use for grass and silage, other than our forage wagon. So everything else can stay in there where it's at. I like that. So yeah, that looks good. So now let's come right inside here. And it doesn't look like he's really gotten all that far. But that is a fairly small header. So let's see if we can catch up with them. And then we can go ahead and let him unload. There we go. And then once he's empty, he should start moving again. He is going really slow, but again, that is a small header. It's barely wider than the harvester itself. So that is a 5-row. Now we should start moving again, right? There we go. And we'll leave him right there. So we are 60% full in the front. And let's do a little bit of rearranging here. Go, there's the plow. And we need the weight. And I don't think that one's gonna work. I think, yeah, we left the weight on this one. So let's I think that one is the heavier one. You know what? We're gonna go ahead. We're not that far away. So we're gonna take this back. And we're gonna move that plow with the New Holland. And then we will come back. So I was not expecting to do all of this when I started that job with the sunflowers. So some of the stuff that I do in this series is just spur of the moment, like, hey, I think this would be a good thing to do for the, you know, especially now, you know, now that I'm starting to use workers, it leaves a little bit of time, so we have the time to start looking ahead. We are going to be getting some cows. I am also going to see how many sheep we have currently and see if we can get a few more. They will reproduce, so there will be more cows whether I want there to be or not. So, and the more cows that we have, the more wool that we get, the quicker that it is made. So and back up a little bit more. There we go. That thing is a beast. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. Okay. So now that we have that right there, and we don't really need the pallet forks right now. So I think what we're going to do And actually, we're not really going to do anything with those. We're going, we're going to move them, and that's about it. Let's take this, because the only thing that we use it for it's actually a little bit easier for me to get these lined up from the inside. There we go. Okay, so because the pallets of wool right now are the only pallets that we deal with, aside from those, you know what, we're gonna put these right here. They don't need to be undercover. So we're gonna put those there. And there we go. So we just took the bucket off. We're going to take the bale spikes. And we're not doing anything with bales at the moment. We're going to put those right here. Actually, you know what? I think we can put these inside and out of the way. I think we can find a good spot for them right back here in the corner. There we go. So now they are out of the way. And that will work. And then we can take our bucket and we're going to put the bucket by the pallet forks. So that really clears out a lot of room. So we've basically taken everything out of the sheds that we don't need in the sheds, and we've found a new home. Okay, if that door was usable, I wouldn't do this. But it's not usable. That's a shady job on that. I'm not going to touch that. I'm not okay with that, but I'm not going to touch it. I would much rather it be right, but yeah, it's not going to be. And to make sure that we don't have to keep coming back, we're going to put the bigger weight right here. And there we go. So now we can move those over. Yes, I think what we're going to do is we're going to move these to the end. And then those 2 bays in the middle will be empty. At least for now. We will fill those up with things later on. But right now, they don't need it. And I did leave enough room out in front of this shed that we can expand if we should ever outgrow it. So at the very least, this is starting to grow a little bit. So we're gaining a few buildings, planning a little bit towards the future. And there we go. Perfect. And now we can park the favorite. Just go right in that door. And there we go. So now let's take the New Holland back out to the sunflower field. So let's hook back up to our trailers. And he is at 53%. And right now we have 14 sheep, and that is double plus 2 from what we had, because we started off with 6, I believe it was. I think that's right. We started off with either 6 or 12. It may have been 12, and you know what? I think it was. I think it was 12 that we started off with. I think I had 3 of each. And that would have been 2 trailers. Yes, I did. That was 2 trailers. So we started off with 12. We're already up to 14. And we can go get more because they are only $1,500 a piece, and we have $54,794. So I think what we might do is we might go and get another trailer full. So we're going to hop in our Case 3 Pro. We're going to grab our Flegel animal transporter. And we're going to head down to the livestock market and grab another trailer full of sheep. Or 2. Or possibly 3. Because they are so easy to feed. We have all the grass that we could want. Water is easy to get. And that is all they need. We're just going to back right up to the door here and open up the animal dialogue, and we want some sheep. There we go. So we just spent $21,000 on a bunch of brand new sheep. You can see them all in the back there. Let's see if we can get a better look. There they are, all packed in there. So let's bring our new sheep home, and let's see if we can do it without getting hit. I think that would be a wise thing to do. Try to get all of our sheep there without them being scared. And Helper G has a nearly full grain tank. He's at 80%, so we'll drop these guys off. Take care of the worker. And then we will come back and do all the feeding and watering that we need. And at some point I'm thinking we might put some dirt down for a dirt road here. And there we go. And confirm. So they could use some more grass, they could use some more water, but they pretty much are fine right now. And there's our worker. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And I think he might be able to unload all of it. If not, it's going to be close. He has 104 liters left. That is 1%. And there we go. And he is, it looks like, maybe halfway done. So I think we're going to go ahead, we're going to call that good for the sheep, in the way of the number of sheep that we have right now. And there we go, we're going to put that right there. And let's get them some food and water. You know what, we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave all that grass down there. That's fine. That's not a lot. Okay, there we go. So they are full, and we are down to 28% of the forage wagon. Let's put that right back in there. And let's grab the water. And we will get them completely full with that as well. And we are at 8%, so the next time we fill them with water, we will go and fill our tanker, so that way we have some nice fresh water for them. And that should fill those wool pallets twice as quick as what it was doing. And there we go. Perfect. So we've spent a little bit of money today, almost 30,000. And I think we are just about where we want to be. So one of the reasons that I want to get cows is because they give you slurry and they give you manure, and you can use those for fertilizer. And by doing that, we can basically get I guess it's not really free fertilizer because you're paying for everything for the cows, but it is a green fertilizer. It is better than all of the it's better than the chemical fertilizers that they put down. So, and it's better because it is natural. And we are definitely going to be cutting this grass next week, getting some more grass and some more silage to sell. And we might even keep some of that silage for ourselves. We might keep a trailer of it. And he is at 21% full. He is about halfway done with the field. And we are going to go ahead and do a time lapse of all of that for the end of this video. And I want to thank everybody for watching. My name is Allstream. Hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.
you.